for the people. Feeling good tonight. Alpha's in the building. Everything's alright. Good vibes in the air. Everybody feeling free. Welcome to the channel. Come and share the energy. Learning and growing. Taking dreams to new heights. Alpha's in the building. And we're shining tonight. Hands up in the sky. Alpha's in the building. Come and join the ride. Represent for the people. Feeling good tonight. Alpha's in the building. Everything's alright.
Hey, you guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since I made my last video, but that's because I've been busy taking care of business. And yeah, I honestly didn't feel like making this video. I don't know. I hope I'm not like getting like a burnout or anything like that, but I hope y'all like my new theme I got going on for this so called YouTube podcast and everything like that. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. And do you like the song and everything? So I'm pretty sure y'all heard music mogul Clive Davis has passed away. And I see that a lot of people just don't give a fuck. I don't know why, because he made so many black people successful. So I'm not understanding where all this hate is coming from. Well, I am a little bit because, especially when it comes to the Whitney situation, when Whitney passed away, he continued with the Grammy party, pre Grammy party. Was it a pre Grammy party or was it a Grammy party? I don't know which one, but he continued with the party while her dead body was like up in the hotel being examined and all that shit. But to be honest, like even though it was a little distasteful, I kind of get it though. Like life goes on, like it is a little harsh. Like I personally wish he would have like stopped the party and like especially because him and Whitney, they seem so close, you know? And like he also know Whitney also wasn't like she had a drug problem, she was an addict. And I'm pretty sure he's like used to seeing stuff like this because we know many artists in the music industry for some reason end up on drugs like Whitney, Janis Joplin, um, who else? Kurt Cobain, um, Amy Winehouse, and what's that guy's name? I'm trying to think of his name. Oh my goodness, it's on the top of my head. I can't really get it out. Damn, fuck, I forgot. I mean, like the list goes on. Michael Jackson, everything. Like we gotta understand, like a lot of these artists, like they're human beings. Like I feel like the fans expect them to have like this perfect outcome, but how can you expect a perfect outcome when you're a drug addict? Like everybody knows the inevitable is gonna happen, which is death or like in some type of overdose, you know? sometimes we have to hold these artists accountable for their own actions. We can't just constantly blame other people for their own action just because they're just huge star that can sing and shit, you know. And I know a lot of people have issues with Clive Davis because of Phyllis Hyman, you know. Um I also have some thoughts about that because I heard that he was trying to like make her into a pop star, but she was like refusing. She wanted to do more like music that was authentically her, you know. But when you get into the like entertainment industry, you are going to have to like make some sacrifices until like you become really established, you know? And I do feel like Phyllis Hyman should have like listened to Clive Davis because he was basically trying to make her the Whitney Houston, you know? And I get that she also suffered from mental illness because I think later on, like, we found out that she suffered from bipolar disorder and she was also bisexual, you know, similar to like Whitney Houston. And but in a way that was like kind of her fault, like fucking up her own bag because he wanted her to reach big success, because he saw so much potential in her, and she just kept like refusing and like just not working well with him. And then he ended up dropping her like after he found Whitney Houston. And like, who's gonna pass up Whitney Houston? you know Especially like a voice like hers, like, yeah. And then he ended up dropping Phyllis Hyman from the record label. And honestly, she has to take some accountability. Well, she's dead now, but like at the time, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that like really hurt her and stuff. But like, I don't know, when it comes to this entertainment industry, like people aren't gonna wait for you. Just gonna have to like, especially when you're starting out, you're just gonna have to do what you gotta do to make it. And I know he also worked with like Alicia Keys, Jennifer Hudson, um, and a bunch of other artists, but I don't really like see them saying anything bad about him. And I get that like he was a businessman, and people that do business, like, they're not going to be perfect. We know like a lot of shady business people. Of course, like if you go down like every person that does business in the industry, I'm pretty sure you'll hear some story about them. Like nobody is perfect in anything like that. Plus he lived until he was 94 years old. And like, according to you Christians out there, like, living a long life is a so-called blessed life and shit. Like he outlived like most of the people like he helped out and shit. So I guess your God didn't see anything bad about him because according to y'all, living a long life is a blessed life. But that's for you believers out there. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just waiting to see if y'all gonna like have any documentaries about Clive Davis coming out. I did see some people on Instagram talking about how Brandy should like talk about the letter and shit that Whitney Houston passed her, but I don't think she's ever going to do that. So like we could stop asking for that. you know. I don't know. I just feel like when a lot of these entertainers get into the industry, like I feel like they become fake in some way, because they become a brand and everything. So they're not gonna be authentically themselves, They just gonna like put on a performance. We're not gonna get like the real them, not unless you like know them personally and shit. Which is why like I don't know, I really don't like follow any of these artists out here, you know. But yeah, like how do y'all feel about the Clive Davis situation? Um, how do y'all feel about him? Do y'all feel like he was a really shady businessman, or he really did try to help like black artists like make it, you know? But anywho, talking about shady business, let's get to this Dominique Morgan situation. I honestly don't know what the fuck was going on in her situation regarding the Okra project. I've never heard of the Okra project before, and I'm a black trans woman. Like, I'm like, when the fuck did they pop up? Like, when did this happen? How come I don't hear about this shit? You know, how come I'm not benefiting from this? I don't even know what the program is about. But when it comes to that, like I heard that she was like scamming or something. Like she was like stealing money from the trans organization. I think she's took about like almost 100K, and they said that she was using it to like um fix her cars and like fix her closet and shit. Like just getting random shit. But like, yeah, I don't know. And like, I also heard that like she served time in prison for scamming before. It's like, girl, like, why would you put yourself in that situation again? Like, why would you be scamming? Like, after you served so many years before, um, for scamming, like, do you want to be known as a criminal or some shit like that? Like, is it just in you? Like, you just can't stop scamming or some shit like that? And I heard that like she served about like almost 30 days in prison in Rikers Island, and that's like the worst of the worst. If you live in New York City, you know about Rikers Island. You know how crazy that shit is. You know, that's where all the dangerous people be getting put at. So I know she had it rough in there. But yeah, I've only like seen clips of Dominique like on social media and everything. And then like I heard a little bit of her side of the story. She said there was like other people involved. Like I think there was like some other trans girl and she was eating some white trans man's pussy and shit. And I'm like I don't know what that got to do with the situation, but that shit was funny. And I should have really like researched this shit, but that just shows you how much like I really didn't give a fuck about this shit. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't understand like how you become so successful and everything. Cause I know she got like a street name after her and everything like that. Um, and get caught up in like bullshit like this. Yeah, I kind of find that like crazy. You just don't know who's telling the truth because like I also saw that like people from the Okra project are like telling their side of the story, but I really didn't care to hear their side of the story. That's how much I just didn't really give a fuck. Cause a lot of these nonprofit or profit organizations, like I heard they be like scamming a lot and doing shady shit, you know, especially in these like LGBT stuff. Like a lot of shit be going down. Like a lot of them say that they're for like LGBT people, but they really don't be that much. I got a lot of stories to share, like about LGBT organizations and the crazy shit that be going on. But well, Dominique is out of prison and everything, and I guess she's back to doing what she was doing before, and I hope that she doesn't like get herself involved in like that situation again, you know? Like, let that be a lesson learned to you. Like, stop scamming, stop doing shady shit. Like, one thing about a lot of you believers, I really don't want to bring your religion into this, but a lot of you Christians, Jesus lovers, Jesus dick suckers, like a lot of y'all love to get yourselves into some shit and then play victim, knowing damn well you knew what you did. It's just fucking crazy. But that's all I have to say about that shit. You know who gets on my fucking nerves, who I don't like? I do not like Blueface and Chrisean. I'm so sick of seeing their bird asses on social media. I feel like they're one dirty ass looking ass people. Like, y'all gave these motherfuckers too much clout. I'm sick of it. And this is the thing when we talk about light skin privilege. Like, if these people, especially if Krishan was a dark skinned black woman, y'all would not have gave her the time of day to make it this far in the industry. Y'all gave like these people too much fucking time. Like, I'm just sick of seeing shit about them. Blueface, like, I don't even think that any of them should be parents. They all look like bad fucking parents and shit. Like, even Krishan, like, her, y'all said that like her son has some sort of disability. I don't know if that's true or not. And y'all were talking about how she was drinking while she was pregnant and shit. And y'all were over there entertaining her, giving her all this fucking clout. Like, everyone is not meant to be a parent. Just because you can reproduce does not mean you should reproduce. The fuck? Like, we have a lot of bad parents out here. And Blueface and Krishan and the whole Rat Pack gang, they all just trash. Even Blueface's mother too. Like, I just don't give a fuck about these people. And I'm just so tired of seeing them going across my damn timeline and shit for their stupidity and shit. Like, y'all really just be making everybody famous and shit, that don't deserve it. I know I may sound like a little hater, but I don't give a fuck. I know y'all agree with me. I'm just sick of seeing their dirty asses on my fucking screen. They just ignorant. Ugh, they just be irking my nerves. I can't wait till their like whole discombobulated bullshit goes away because I'm just tired of seeing these motherfuckers on my screen. And I'm also tired of seeing Boosie on my screen. He swore some trans woman hit him up on his inbox asking for an invite to his disgusting STI pool party. Like, who the fuck wants to inbox you and go to your fucking dirty ass pool party? I swear that nigga looks so fucking dirty with his raccoon eyes and shit. I don't know how y'all allow him to fuck y'all and shit. I don't even know why y'all give him so much clout and shit. Like, I do not like this man at all. Like, he has an issue with LGBT people. Like, he's constantly ranting about LGBT this, LGBT that, trans this, gay this. Like, what the fuck? Like, is he like battling his sexuality or something? Like, what happened to him when he went to prison? Like, I feel like the black community, y'all love to highlight predators and shit because ain't he a fucking predator? He had his son molested by some prostitute and shit just to make sure he like becomes straight and shit. Like, and y'all over here giving him praises and shit. I feel like it's only just the ghetto, dirty ass black people that like him. You know, I'm sick and tired of seeing his cicada, dirty ass on my screen. He is like a fucking bug that must be squashed. Ugh, I can't wait for him to die and shit. Yeah, I said it. I don't give a rat's ass. That's how much I don't like his bitch ass. For real, you think somebody want to go to your pool party? Nobody want to go to your dirty ass pool party with a bunch of dirty niggas that can't even wash their ass or scrub underneath their balls properly and shit. Like, y'all just look so fucking dirty. And come to find out, I heard that the messages were fake. Ain't nobody hit them up. And like, if they were real, but I heard they weren't, like, why would anybody trans or part of the LGBT community would want to hang out with you? It just doesn't make no sense to me. You know, not unless you're a pick me like Flame Monroe and shit like that, but like who wants to like hang out with a disgusting troglodyte? I can't even get the word right. Ugh, troglodyte. Like Boosie. Oh my goodness. I don't know, but he is trash to me. And I'm just sick of him. But anywho, I really hope y'all tune in to this, whatever y'all want to call it, a podcast and shit. I hope y'all like the new theme and everything. I like to change the theme like every year. So yeah, because I feel like it just like, I don't know, keeps my channel like more fun and entertaining, you know? But yeah, let me know how you feel about this video, and I'll be back with another one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.
Hands up in the sky.